Terrorists attack. Our nation turns its back. While our governors are arrested for crack. Too high the eagles soar. Too many problems ignored. Too high our nation holds back as our future dies in Iraq. Too high our vision lies. Now listen to the government lie.
It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. La la. It's Christmas time. It's a Ray Cave Christmas episode. What's going on, guys? Look at this sweet shirt. Now I have a machine gun. It's fucking Die Hard. That's the best Christmas movie of all time. With me is JT Farva.
Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody.
Nobody wanted to sponsor our Christmas episode this year, so fuck all of you. How about for a Christmas cheer? Burr, burr. Seriously, though.
Probably because we make fun of all the sponsors.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Justin Hamlin was at least a good sport, but the rest of you people can suck a dick. So.
What happened to the dude about Bigfoot? He doesn't want to sponsor us?
No, he's got his own show, man. He doesn't really want to sponsor it. But, so, let's have a seat. Let's discuss. Elijah Bennett was supposed to be here. I guess he had black eye problems. He really couldn't get here today. So we lit a candle for him with about a 40.
This is to Elijah.
He opened mine up here. This is to our homie Elijah. Oh, that's awful.
That is just disgusting.
God.
I'm going to leave the lid off this one because I'm probably going to drink it pretty
I
quickly.
think it needs to breathe. But,
it's like a fine wine.
you know, I just wanted to say, in his memory, ain't no party like a West Side party because a West Side party don't stop.
That is true. That is true. As your neighbors can attest to, the parties don't stop.
God, I actually wrote a little bit of a song this morning because they were so loud. I was in the shower and I wrote a song. It was to the tune of another song. It wasn't a Christmas song, but it felt like a Christmas song. It started with, my neighbors, their children are missing chromosomes. I think there's been some inbreeding in their family tree. Oh, Darwin, Darwin, why'd you let them climb down from that tree? But then there was more, but then I forgot it. I didn't write it down. It happens. But yeah, so this is the Christmas season. This is a Christmas episode. I couldn't find my Christmas hat this year, and I didn't want to buy one. It was a whole thing. Honestly, I'm not really feeling the Christmas spirit this year.
No, neither am I.
I mean, I know I'm a negative person anyways, but anybody that knows me knows that I like Christmas time. It's like a really fun time of year. But, you know, it's just been blah this year, man. My work hasn't been going very well. It's a lot of negative stuff all the time. And I'm a negative person, so I take that in and I hold it in. And I think it's probably going to eventually turn into cancer.
Is that what happens to anger?
I think so.
Anger is in there and it just balls up a cancer.
It internalizes and
you wake up and your cancer
becomes cancer.
So,
but I just didn't want it. Like last year, I wrapped presents the night before, and I didn't do any of that this year. I mean, it just feels like it's not Christmas out, really.
It doesn't feel like Christmas.
I blame global warming, but I know that most of our viewers don't even know what that is, or B, if they do, they don't believe in it. So
I blame baby Jesus.
I think it's his fault, Jesus.
It's Jesus' fault. Is it God's birthday or Jesus' birthday?
They're all three. It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They're the same person, so it's all their birthday.
How can they be the same person?
I don't know, man. I didn't write that novel.
It was an epic.
We'll have to ask one of the 50...
That's right up there with the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Homer's Odyssey, right?
We'd have to ask one of the 50 sand people that wrote it.
The Jawa stole my droid.
Yeah, I think it was a Jawa original.
I watched Dune. That sounds about right.
Yes.
I watched Dune. That seems like what happened.
I would rather worship anybody from the story Dune as opposed to.
Not that alien that they keep, like the thing that lives in the glass case.
I like him. He sees the future. He's the time bender. He's what drives the machines, right?
Yeah. Speaking of time bender, did you see the new preview for the new Terminator movie?
Oh, I did. And was it great? Yes.
Yes, it was.
I can't wait.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get off topic.
No. I'm glad you brought that up because there was a lot of things I wanted to talk about, and that was one of them. is how amazing is this new Terminator movie going to be? It's like they're like, man, these movies are all over the place, so what can we do? I know, we'll start at the beginning and wipe out all the dumb shit and start over.
Kyle Reese is a new guy, so we're going to be like, he doesn't look anything like the old guy.
They got the same Nike tennis shoes I read, though. Nike actually rebuilt the original ones from the 80s, so at least the tennis shoes.
Well, when I saw it, it was the same setup. Like, he came in the alley, you know what I mean, in the previous
Well, he didn't come in the alley. He appeared in the alley.
You don't know if he did or didn't.
Yeah.
You don't know what time travel does to your body.
He didn't get up immediately.
You are not a physicist.
Oh my
you are
God,
not a
I'm
physicist.
back in 1987. That's I get what you're saying.
Marty McFly might have did that.
But how awesome, though, in the preview was it when he's running the store, it's just like the other one, but the liquid metal T2 liquid metal guy's after him.
He's Asian, though, so...
I think Robert Patrick's a little Asian. Like, I'm cool with that. I'm like...
He's the brother with the guy from the lead singer from Filter.
I did not know
Yeah,
this.
he's the brother from their lead singer of Filter.
Well, either way, that's cool. So, I mean, at least they got the character, right?
Right.
But what was awesome was I actually clapped when Sarah Connor rolls in and opens that door up and goes, "Come with me if you want to live." I'm like, yes, now we're doing different things.
Yeah, right?
Because if this was just going to be a shot-for-shot remake, I was not going to be having it. Plus, my dude from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and a TV show called Brotherhood,
John Connor.
Jason Clarke, he's a tremendous actor, and I hope this movie blows up so he becomes a huge star. I've always thought he'd be great, and he's in John Connor in this. He looks awesome.
And and I like that they used Arnold Schwarzenegger as a missile.
Yeah,
He just jumped out of the helicopter and started
I'll
running.
be back. I'm like, well, that was unnecessary.
And he had gray hair. Like,
Well, according to what I've read, the whole timeline changed because they sent a Terminator back to protect Sarah Connor when she was a kid, and that Terminator is the one with the gray hair because he ages still. They're going to change the whole way we know the Terminator.
because I like the thing where he's like, "I've been waiting for you."
Yeah,
Just starts blasting.
I don't know. It could be a train wreck, but it looks pretty good. So I want to see that. Of course, Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars trailer, dude. How many?
Well, that's a Star Horse.
A Star Wars.
It's the porno I watched. Came with a free T-shirt.
Ain't nobody have sex with Princess Leia in the Star Wars. But yeah, so I mean, I watched it probably 45, 50 times. I can't wait.
I did not get
I
that
just
much.
need to live until fucking next
They all
year.
three. They all get. You can
No, I just want to see the next one. I don't think I'm going to make it to see all three of these.
That's what makes you great, Ray. Is because you just want to live to the next obstacle.
I do.
And then by the time that happens, something else will come out and be like, "Listen, it's small goals. It's
because
baby steps."
the way I figure, if I can live to that, then I can live to Batman versus Superman in 2016, and then after that, the world's a playing field. Who knows? Who knows what it could be?
They're gonna probably remake the Smurfs again.
They should. The Smurfs need another remake.
They're gonna make Masters of the Universe 2 with Dolph Lundgren.
They should. Direct to Netflix.
And the chick that played what's her face?
God.
Wasn't it his wife and was Bruce Willis's wife in Last Boy Scout?
Was
Tila.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, it was. We could be wrong.
Frank could check. Or we could just make all this up. Who's going to watch this? 33 people are going to watch this anyway. So
It's funny. It's funny. You can't bullshit anybody anymore because everybody fact checks you.
Right. They're like, let me check my fancy phone. Oh, that's not correct.
I got an internet cell phone.
Boop, 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 boop.
I looked you up and I watched some porn. Is it bad when you go into a store yourself and you're like, hey, I need a smartphone, I need the internet, I need everything, and what's the porno like on this?
Yeah.
What kind of pixelation are we going to get? How fast is this buffer?
What kind of porn is this? I don't know.
I needed to get the creepiest shit you could possibly get. I want girls to lay there with spiders crawling them and a midget hitting them with a wiffle ball bat.
And a guy with a shroud.
I'm that damn.
The shroud of Turin in the corner.
I want Emperor Palpatine in the background just going, yes. How messed up am I? How damaged am I that has to get me to the end?
Pretty damaging. Again,
It's Christmas and we're not
EB,
saying...
it's Christmas. It's not Christmas without you, EB. Elijah Bennett. Christmas time. He was in it to win it. Christmas time. Might sneak into your apartment when you're not home.
He will.
Probably not, but who knows?
That was a really good song. Did you write that right off the cuff?
I think this malt liquor in there is making me have a little bit more magic inside me.
It's more hoppy.
It is hoppy. It's very hoppy. I'm going to have the shits tomorrow.
But it's funny. I was going to say something.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like an alcoholic because every time we film one of these things, I'm drinking some kind of large beer after I've finished a smaller beer.
Yes, you are. Always every.
And there's more smaller beers that I can get.
There's plenty of smaller beers in your refrigerator.
So I'm starting to think that old JT Farva is an alcoholic.
I mean,
but
you
on
just
the first step.
You just need it to be normal. I mean, that's not really alcoholism. If you need it to live, then that's alcoholism.
Oh, okay. Then I'm fine.
If you're just evening yourself out, you're good.
It's like, I'm going to take a 12 step. I'm on the first step, so I've been there for like 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So it's always the hardest.
The first step is the hardest.
So you can stay on that one for a long time. There's no rush. I didn't hear there was like a race.
There is no
for the
race.
12-step program.
Candles flickering.
It's fucking vanilla, and it feels like we're gonna have sex in here.
Yeah, it's vanilla. That's the only candle I have, man. I like to keep, the fragrances for the ladies.
See,
that I can have.
at my house we have because I live with a lady. We have multiple scented candles. We have one that smells like Christmas cookies, one that smells like I think Christmas. One that smells like a pine tree, one that smells like a Smurf farted.
What definitively smells like Christmas? Just pine trees?
It's called 'Tis the Season. It's like a cinnamony apple pie kind of with like a little overtone of nutmeg.
That sounds horrible.
And semen.
That sounds.
I want to make a candle called Murder Scene. It smells like cigarette butts.
It's like burned body hair.
And semen.
Yeah. It smells like rotten corpse. Now, get on that.
Buy
Bed Bath and Beyond.
I actually prefer to work with Yankee Candle Company.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a little more classier.
That's what rich people do. But since it is the Christmas season, Jeff, I did get you a gift. I got Elijah a gift too, since he's not here. I figure what we should do is exchange presents. And then, because I know that you said you brought something for me, and that's nice. And Elijah as well.
Christmas.
And we'll just exchange gifts, and we'll hold up Elijah's gift and explain why we got it.
Okay. I agree with that. Would you like to go first or would you like me to go first?
Well, why don't you go first? Yeah.
Okay. Don't mind the wrapping because the wrapping's actually classy.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 3 things in here, and I gotta go in order.
Okay.
This first gift is this was used by Carrie Fisher
No.
in the 80s and 70s. It was used by her.
What is that?
I guess I'm kind of regifting here.
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of regifting. This is a penis, double-ended. her and Mark Hamill would get together. We'd get together and they would.
Ain't nobody having sex in the Star Wars.
Right, so that's for you. That's for your Star Wars collection.
boy,
You can
I'm
hang
not
that up on the
touching
mantle. You can hang it up on the mantle.
I'm not
This is
touching that.
hardly used.
Yeah.
I was assured it was used by Carrie Fisher by the hooker I got it from.
That's a veiny bastard too.
I know it's ribbed for somebody's pleasure, so we'll put that there.
No,
for you.
yeah. Oh,
You got to
don't
move
do
it
that.
now, so that's all you.
There it goes.
I got you this mini bottle of lube. This says Ultra Glide, so it's glidable. And you can use that at your leisure. You don't have to use it on that particular. You can use it on your hand. It's actually makes
That's a very tiny.
It's a little more comfortable. Well, this lasts forever. You only need a dab.
Just a dabble do.
If you do too much, it's like an oil slip down, and you'll slip right off every time. There's no pleasure at
A
all.
little dabble do.
Okay.
All right.
And then I got you this right here, this Bible, because if I think what you're going to do with that dildo, which I think you're going to do, you're going to need Jesus. And a true story, some guy came to my house and gave me this Bible. And I know how much you love Jesus.
Wow.
So.
I haven't had a pocket.
And now that I think it's his birthday coming up, so you might want to get in there and read his story.
Nothing better though. I don't know if you guys can see this American flag in the cover of the Bible. Loving it. Wow,
I felt like that was a good Christmas present for you.
These are
If
great.
that's for your Star Wars collection. You can put that right beside your doll, your big giant Darth Vader.
Darth Vader doll. God damn, dude.
Pretty good.
Remember
this. This is a heavy responsibility. A little dab.
A little dabble.
Don't do it because I swear to God, you slip off the shit. Somebody gets hurt, you lose an eye. It's crazy.
Dabble do ya?
Dabble do.
All right. Well, what did you get, Elijah?
Well, I got Elijah, but he's not here, and it's not as funny
Yeah.
now that he's not here. But I got him a bag of cotton, pre-picked.
So you just bought a bag of cotton swabs?
Yeah, just put it in the bag for him. That's hot property.
That's a bag of that. I mean, it's like 10 cents a day. So.
Right? That's what I'm saying. You could make a pair of pants out of it. I'm sure.
Well, I thought we were real friends. I know this was a joke gift here, but I thought that we were real friends, and I got you Brad Pitt's Killing Them Softly on Blu-ray.
The promo?
The promo. Now, what the promo means is that at Walmart, it was $6 on Black Friday. But I got that for you.
Excellent. Excellent. I like this movie. It's actually a good movie.
I
I've seen
figured you
it.
didn't have it on Blu-ray.
Thank you. I did not have it on Blu-ray. I have it on a shitty copy that only plays on my PS3. That my friend Randy gave you.
Yeah. So I figured then it's got all kinds of extras and bonus features on it.
Really like this movie. I like Brad Pitt.
Well,
If there was one white guy I'd have sex with.
Because I take our friendship seriously. I'm not giving you rubber dildos that are double-sided.
I'm just saying, if I could have sex with one white guy, it would be President Reagan. Or maybe Brad Pitt.
And then I got Elijah, who's not here. I got him this sweet murder hat for hunting or robbery, and it had a little pocket for either a condom or bullets or whatever. But he's not here, so this goes back to me then.
Yeah, right.
This is my hat now.
Too bad.
Yeah, so
Should have been here.
should have been here, Elijah.
But you use that at your discretion.
Yeah. Well,
You might want to boil it.
I'm going to go ahead and take care of that now.
Carrie Fisher used that. You should be kissing it. She looks like a...
Thank you.
I thought they were
But the
freaking-
Bible, though, the Bible comes in handy.
Rolling papers?
Rolling papers.
I'm just joking, people. I'm really not against Jesus.
Oh, yeah, he is. Don't let him lie to you.
If there was a war, I probably wouldn't choose sides.
If there was a war in heaven, I would. And I would fight for, I believe you call him Beelzebub.
I'd fight
The
for
dark
Superman.
one.
I'd fight for Superman.
Yeah, I would
Maybe
too.
Batman?
I would be, if I was in the Justice League, though, I would definitely fight with Batman. Like, I would never go against Batman. I know the Justice League always has these inner conflicts, but I would, every time Superman would say something, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, you're gay.
He is.
Not that gay's bad, okay? If people are out there and they're gay, that's fine, but I'd be like, shut the fuck up. You're always a Boy Scout, you're constantly going, oh, here's what the right thing to do is. Where Batman is being realistic, and sometimes you got murder, motherfucker, you know?
Sometimes you have to kill him.
Yeah. You gotta drop him right off a rooftop. Hi.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta take a bunch of pills and die in some other girlfriend's apartment.
That's right.
Heath Ledger.
Heath
Rest in
Ledger.
peace, you son of a bitch. River Phoenix too, probably.
River Phoenix, he went out a different way. He took a whole bunch of coke and went to a dance club, danced his night away. Quite literally.
Yeah. Who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
If you had the money, right?
He went out on the streets and he's like, God, I'm gonna be so famous.
My name's River. My brother's name's Joaquin.
Yeah. And all we're left is, like Family Guy said, is a hair-lipped reminder of what could have been.
Actually, to be honest with you, I actually like Joaquin Phoenix. He's a bit loony, but I think his family was loony. You named your kid like Leaf. You have like River,
Leaf,
Forest,
River, Forest,
Nipple.
Green Valleys. Green Valley's their little sister.
Yodeling in the Valley.
Yodeling in the valley, Green Valleys. And then, but you're right, they're fucking weirdo hippies. I mean, pretty much anybody that
Lives in California.
lives in California is fucking weirdo.
Oh man, if this gets out in California, we're sorry.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not.
If one of the 33 people that watch this is from California, I apologize, but I would imagine you know how fucked
Hey,
up
we
your
could go
shit
national. We could go national. You never know.
We're professional bill collectors, and we collect money in California, and we can tell you for a fact that your state harbors the worst bunch of people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Just a plethora of fucking deadbeats who are professional debtors. I've never seen anything in my life like it.
Yeah, not only that.
Yeah.
Every contractor in California owes me money.
Right.
They can't pay their own
Sound
bills.
like it?
No, it's not like that.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Some old chick and her daughter. Maybe we can get a...
Man, we'll get a little three-way going. We got this double-sided dildo.
Carrie Fisher had that in her hoo-ha.
But yeah, you're right. Contractors, because you do the checks that are written out by businesses or whatever that bounce. And explain that to me. How can somebody? Because I hear some of your phone calls sometimes where they're like, "Oh, by the way, I was using this money to keep my business afloat," and then they don't think that they want to get payments. Like you're doing something highly illegal,
Right.
and keeping your business afloat with our money. Yet you want to go, oh, can I pay that back to you in 9 installments? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, what the fuck?
It is what it is, and then I'll explain this to you. And I usually don't go into my work because I'm JT Farva.
Well,
But I like this.
Yeah.
I tell you this: cops are lazy.
yeah.
And let's be honest. Let's be honest. I live in Ohio, and cops are lazy. They're just lazy, straight up lazy. I like cops. I tend to side with cops when things happen. Not recently,
most
but
recent stuff.
yeah. But I tend to side with cops when they do stuff, and I'm usually a purveyor of saying, hey, listen, I prefer the protection, but I've come to notice as I'm getting older, that cops are just lazy. They want to catch the big criminals and catch the big case because that's what TV tells you should do. And this other stuff, they don't really want to do it. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of due diligence. People don't want to do stuff. But who wants to?
All right.
Okay? Cops are lazy. They don't want to do anything that anybody else doesn't want to do. But everybody's a fucking deadbeat that I work that I call. Every single fucking person's a deadbeat. But then you get to go home and jerk off, and then everything's okay.
Well, I'm with you. I mean, all the people I call are deadbeats, so.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You get sad at the state of America sometimes.
Yeah.
As I'm drinking a 40-ounce of Bud Light.
I mean, you can't do this in any other country. Oh wait, you can. Lots you can do this in lots of countries. And that's the thing is the patriotism in this city. I mean, not alone in the state, is mind-bending to me sometimes too.
It absolutely is. I don't think people even realize what patriotism is. I don't think you do. I think it's just a known fact. You should be patriotic.
They're like, support the troops. And they're like, I'm like, what? If you would have supported them, you would have begged your senators to bring them back a decade ago.
Right. Right. You don't want to see people die like that. Yeah. As we're talking, I was thinking about your post. And you were doing this post, and you posted something on there, and then somebody said, "Hey, go check out this the new Republic of Texas."
Yeah, that's my cousin Travis.
And I saw you. I was like, I gotta check this shit out.
Yeah.
I went on there. I was gonna comment, but man, these people are fucking insane. Like, we can say whatever we want. People can hate us for the things we say.
Right.
But these people are insane.
They had the most racist photos I've ever seen on a regular website like that. I couldn't believe it.
It was crazy.
Like, I don't want to get in. I don't want to promote them, but what was the
new Republic of Texas.
Texas, but
they they had pictures of Obama.
Yeah, if you go there, just be prepared for shocking fucking things. I hadn't seen. I was like, what the fuck? And all their news articles were from sources that were not real news sites.
It was like the Church of something or other.
It was like Obama brings his black Jewish friends to the town dinner dance, and it was like some guy was the news site, like some asshole. like
I heard that everything you read on the internet is fucking true.
Well, I think a lot of people think that. Explain something else to me, since we're today's big sports day. The Buckeyes are number 4, and they get to go to the big dance. Is all the guys are saying. They're going to the big dance.
They get to play Alabama.
The big dance.
The big hoedown.
Yeah. Why do sports people, announcers especially, former sports people, refer to any playoff as the big dance? Why do they liken a big tough sports event to a Cinderella fairy tale? Like, what in their minds is like, oh, we're going to the big dance with my foot fits in the glass slipper, Billy.
Because deep down, every guy wants to be Cinderella.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wants to be swept off his feet.
I was like, we're going to the big dance. What is that, the Ramada Inn?
Absolutely.
Business casual? I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, we're going to the playoffs. Well, why didn't this say that?
I thought it was very funny. And this goes right along with what you're saying. I was a guy at work. He's gay. And he was telling me the other day, he's like, why wouldn't you want to stay at work? Why would you want to go watch a whole bunch of guys out there and what do you say? Guys out there in outfits doing stuff with a ball. You made it sound totally gay.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be a little.
Well, when you're watching it, the announcers and they propagate that. It's like all this, like, he's like, oh, he really drilled it in, Pat. Oh God, he's gonna be feeling that for days.
We should probably do like a commentary for shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what you got to get is both your thumbs in there, and what happens is when you catch it, you got it.
He's got to put a little stank on it.
Yeah. You got to get the rock, and you just got to hold on to it.
He really felt.
He really pounded it right in there.
Yeah.
He really pounded it right up the middle.
He was wide open, and he took every inch of that.
That tight end almost did everything he could to not get it stuck in there.
And it's like, hundreds of thousands of people sitting around the TV. And I look, if you go to the game, that's fun. I've done that. It's a blast. But I love when these people have these parties and you're like sitting around and the people are throwing things at the TV or yelling. It just makes me laugh.
I'm sad to say I'm one of those people.
I mean, I've gotten mad before, but
I watched the Bengals play today and I literally almost killed myself twice.
Yeah, I mean, I get mad, I yell sometimes, but they're like jumping up.
No.
Fire Urban Meyer. What? He's the guy that's led you to all these amazing victories.
We're fickle
we
fans.
lost one game once. Whatever. Oh, geez. But anyways, I want to take a moment, because I'll be eating pizza and drinking beer to I just want to give a shout out to Prilosec OTC, the berry kind. These help me with my acid reflux.
Can you snort it?
You know, I've never tried that. I might though. But if you have heartburn frequently, like I do, Prilosec.
OTC, gotcha.
OTC. I'm not getting paid for this. I just want people to know it's out there. So.
Sponsored by Bud Light.
Yeah. As I drink my King Cobra.
I think that's made by Bud Light. Anheuser-Busch.
Delicious.
Tastes like asshole.
But yeah, so we went to the big dance. We get all gussied up, and
Did you bring your date?
hopefully
Did you bring your fucking date to the big date?
That's what I'm saying. So hopefully we win, and that means the prince is going to show up and put the glass slipper on me and give me a kiss to take me home. Is that what it is when you win? I don't know. I just don't understand.
He kisses you on the neck.
I don't understand the euphemism. I don't get it.
If it's anything like all the sports things I've ever had to me, like what do they do? Is they get behind you and kiss you on the neck as they're just raping you?
Wow. So was that the Jerry Sandusky?
No, we never won any games. That was just what happened.
That's another thing in college football. I want to know now. Do you think Penn State will ever have a a winning season again, where people start going, man, Joe Paterno was great again?
Do you
think, like, I'm just saying, like, maybe they'll be winning and then somebody will be like, it was really good, Joe Paterno, and then they'll
it'll
just
never
forget
happen.
about all this
It's
stuff.
like this guy, this man. I mean, there were some things in his career. This man did some amazing things in his career. He had a tenure that was unheard of, and won all these games. Nobody fucking talks about him. It's like somebody took a book and it's like, that's done.
And what I hate the most about this story is
I haven't heard his name in years.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years. Like, he didn't exist. It's very sad. He was there for 50 years, right? Something like that.
50 years from New York.
Yeah. So, but what
I
I always love when they're retelling the story, and they're like, the one guy that blew it wide open was the janitor guy that went into the bathroom and saw Jerry Sandusky in a situation with a kid. And instead of breaking the broom handle off and beating Jerry Sandusky to death with it,
he joined in.
He went and called his dad. That's all, and then his dad's like, shh, don't tell nobody.
Hey, listen,
don't tell anybody about that. And then he was like, no, Dad, I'm going to do the right thing. And he tells somebody, and then they don't do anything about it for 20 years. And he's supposed to be the hero of the story. Like, the hero would have been the guy that was in a trial for murdering Jerry Sandusky in a shower, and then explaining why he did it.
Exactly right. Maybe sodomized him with a broomstick.
It's just crazy. Football's crazy to me lately. It's like,
I think the theatrics of football is crazy.
Well, here's what's happening, Jeff, and this happened for 5 consecutive Sundays now, and maybe tonight, or well, no, because it's off now. But so 4 consecutive Sundays. The Walking Dead beat NFL primetime football for 4 weeks in a row in ratings.
On Thursday, right?
No, on Sunday night.
Oh, really?
Scripted TV series beat the NFL 4 weeks in a row. Now, what that says to me is that it's not that people aren't watching sports as much. It's that they don't care as much as they used to. They're just like, oh, I'll catch that game later on DVR, or maybe I'll just hear about it and I'll watch it.
Well, no, I'm not a defendant of football. It's all day long, right? Let me tell you this. I love football. I watch it constantly. I love sports. Like, I love sports. Baseball, I catch occasionally. That's occasional. Basketball, catch occasionally. Tournament, love the tournament. What it is all day long you're bombarded by football. If your team doesn't play in the late night games,
right, you're
pretty much done with football, because all day long you've watched football. At the end of the night, your girlfriend, your wife comes home. They're like, hey, listen, we're going to watch something else on the TV. You don't have your own private TV, and that's what happens.
Right.
I mean,
I can see that. I just think that more Americans are like, in my opinion, are like, man, like you said, maybe it's a thing where they're just like, but the NFL has just made their games almost unfun to watch. Like, we were just talking about the sports announcers. I mean, an NFL game, they're even worse than the college people. Like, my dad says he turns the TV all the way down when he watches a game now, because you got some jackass who used to play is talking about his glory days instead of doing the play calls and talking about the new people that are out there doing their thing.
I do, and I do, and I hate when because they get these ex-football players and they put them on there and they want to talk about the shit they did when they, well, listen, you're not on football anymore. You're supposed to know about the new people there.
Like, oh, I would have recruited him, Bill. Well, fuck off. Nobody cares.
That's why I like John Madden. I really love John Madden. I think he was the greatest person ever. He just said the simplest fucking... He never talked about anything else. It was a turducken during Thanksgiving. And this is a guy that said, what you got to do is whap it down.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, the team that wins, the team that scores the most points wins the game.
Wins the game.
Like, it wasn't anything.
And I miss his little like drawing on the thing to explain the plays.
What you got here is, and then it goes over here and it did a loop and
he was fun. He was entertaining. These people have lost that quality.
everybody thinks it's a.
I think you're right. I think it's a thing where you get bored with something after a while, and you're just like, you're right all day. If your team doesn't play, at the end of the night, you're like, fuck it, I'll DVR it and I'll watch The Walking Dead because I need to know whether or not Rick's going to get his group out of Atlanta.
and no, while we're on the subject, and I don't want to get off topic, but I was watching this morning because I got to set my fantasy football on because I got 4 fucking fantasy football teams. Yeah, I'm that guy. But I'm watching the thing, see who's injured, and they talk about fantasy football. I'm a fantasy football, but I want the Bengals win. I don't care if my players on the opposite team. I would rather have the Bengals win and me lose a fantasy football game because it's fantasy fucking football. It's a make believe football.
That's make believe. Yeah.
I own you, and you better do good. And these players are talking about these people that Twitter, and they're fucking threatening their lives. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
I love it. I think social media has brought everything to a standstill recently. It's fucking great for me. It's like everything that doesn't matter. Like Peter Pan had a live thing on with Christopher Walken on TV, and people were tweeting while it was going on, Christopher Walken should die. I mean, I do too, but I mean that's how social media is. Like while he's singing the song, people are like, he is awful and should die.
You shouldn't tweet.
It's about Christopher Walken. It's to me. They're just like, people are just insane with this, and I do it all the time because I'll put stuff on Facebook and people get mad at me, and I go, why are you getting mad at me? Who the fuck am I? If you don't like me, delete me off there. I can give a shit.
I lose friends all the time because I say random shit.
I do too.
I just lose them, and I don't even say bad like you say shit. That is you're like political. I mean, I just say shit like, hey, I think it was George Washington that once said, hey, Thomas Jefferson, that's my fucking blow.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Abraham. I think it was Abraham Lincoln that coined the term. Say, hey, don't talk about him on the shitter.
And then people get mad at you. They're like, hey, don't you talk about Abe like that.
Yeah, Wade. Honest Abe.
I get people that get on my stuff, and literally one guy told me I was a fucking moron. And I laughed because I went, so what? You know, like, I deleted him immediately and was like, fuck off, I haven't even talked to you since I worked with you 5 years ago.
Isn't that the point of social media, to get your opinion out there?
Yeah, I thought so.
Right? I thought like you know,
or it's about to post the best picture of the bean salad that you had today.
Do you like bean salad?
I like bean salad.
It gives me the shits.
Or, it's a photo time for you and your family.
I think selfies have gotten out of control. I literally took a selfie of me.
Mm-hmm.
My Facebook profile pic is a selfie of me on the shitter, but I took it myself. At work, by the way. Just so you guys know that. And I snuck up on myself. I looked shocked that I just took that picture. And I love that picture because I literally took that when I was on the crapper. At work. Probably supposed to be doing work.
Oh, yeah.
I was on the clock, definitely. And I pretended like I was like,
There's nothing better in the world, I think, than that $12 an hour shit that you take at work on Monday around 4 o'clock, right when the bosses are still there and they know that you should be in your seat, and they start to
I love it. I love it.
And then what can they say? Where were you at? I was in the bathroom. Well, I have IBS sometimes. And then they just walk away. And what are they going to fucking do? You know?
Right.
But
I like to just crap. I like to pretend to crap and just go in there and watch videos on my phone.
we were talking about... I do the same thing.
No, this is awesome.
We were talking about the Justice League earlier, and I wanted to bring this up since we're talking about comic books real quick. I got a PS4 recently, and I got Injustice: Gods Among Us, and I've been playing the shit out of that. It's amazing.
It's a good game?
It's a really fun game. If you guys probably all heard of it. It's been out for a while, but I just wanted to give a shout out. It's a pretty fucking fun game. The story's great.
It's not as good as Destiny.
You keep telling me that I'm going to get Destiny after Christmas, but also I wanted to say last time I did a show, before the Ray K Bigfoot hunting special, I talked about the first Batman New 52s. This was volume 2 of that, Court of Owls. I let you read both, and also there's volume 3. That's a new Joker story that you're reading that I read. And I just want to say, man, if you guys are even in a little bit interested in comic books, get these new 52 Batmans, man. I've never read Batman stories this good, not since I was a kid. I mean, it's like somebody was like, oh, adults read these now. Here, let's do some adult stories. I mean, they're really fucking good.
Just as a quick sidebar on this.
Yeah.
You let me borrow these. I wasn't reading the New 52s because they were completely reworking the whole thing. Like Superman's now dating Wonder Woman, the Green Lantern's gay, Aquaman might be dating Green Lantern. That's not really a thing. I just made that up. We probably should be.
Probably should be. It makes more sense.
It does. It's like, they got a room together at the bottom of the ocean, Green
As
Lantern.
opposed to the Green Lantern just meets some guy at a random bar.
Right. He's like, I knew this guy.
Yeah.
We knew it from the beginning when Super Friends were on. Meanwhile, back at the Legion of Doom.
Yeah. Back in Atlantis. Oh my.
Right. I wasn't excited about a new reboot because they do it, and then I've read a couple reboots and they just they put some background in there, and then it's just the same fucking character.
Right.
The new 52s, the Superman's not great.
I didn't really like Superman. I mean, I'll be honest.
But the Batman story, which the Batman story is so good because it has such a rich backstory. You can pretty much do whatever. You can make Batman evil, you can make Batman bad.
Right.
Because he's pretty close. But this, the new 52, the new Joker story, fucking amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
I wasn't even going to buy them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick with what I have. Killing Joke. I'm going to read it from there because I have a huge Batman collection. Fucking amazing. If you get a chance to get it, do it.
Check it out. It's good shit.
I got half hard.
And the new Joker story, which follows the Night Owl series, because it goes right into the Joker after this. Like this, the owls are the biggest threat Batman's ever been put up against, in my opinion.
Yeah, for the first two comics, but
now they're kind of. And we don't want to tell you too much, but the Joker pops back up after years of an absence, and dude, he fucks shit up. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I highly recommend those, the new Batman 52s. But what else? Anything else?
No, not that I know of. No paternity test, nothing came out.
Nothing came up?
Negative AIDS test, and good.
Good. That's a good time.
Lots of stuff happening.
We do have a comedy show coming up, finally.
Oh, we do, the 26th of
I
January.
believe it's, let me check my calendar, hold on. I think it's the 23rd, actually.
23rd?
Yep. Yeah, it's the 23rd.
23rd, okay.
So it's Friday, January 23rd. It's going to be at Sloopy's Galloway. I did just a public service announcement to everybody. I'll get everything together. We'll start promoting it. But if you came to our last comedy show at Sloopy's Galloway, this is going to be a little different because I spoke with the owner. We're not going to put up with this bullshit that happened last time.
My meltdown?
Well, no, you're my meltdown too. But if you are talking during an act after I've already announced it, you will be escorted the fuck out of the building. We're not fucking around anymore. It's a free show. If you're there for comedy, great. If not, go to another fucking bar. I don't give a fuck. If you feel like at all that day, like, man, I really want to go see Randy's show, but I'd rather talk about whatever the fuck I did that day, go to another bar. Don't come to my fucking show. You know? I mean, that's what I feel about it.
I agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
We will. I'm not kidding. The owner is behind me on it. We will tell you have to leave if you are talking during somebody's set.
I watched what I did last time. I watched what you did last time. At first they stayed in and they lost, and then they came back. But people got really drunk. But we went on late, so I didn't expect that.
I'm expecting it to go one of two ways. Either people will get the point, or we'll have to kick one or two people out midway through, and then you'll get the point. But this time, this is not this is something we take seriously. We work all month on it, and to come in and just talk over it like your self-importance. If you want to get on stage, I'll give you the fucking microphone. I'm saying it right now. If you want to come out and you think that you can do better than us, by all means, come up to me and I'll give you the microphone.
I tried that.
Yeah.
Nobody
wanted to take it because they don't fucking. Don't fucking want to do it.
Oh, I totally had a meltdown. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
When I watched the stand-up, that's my favorite part of the stand-up.
Makes me
I
laugh.
watched it the whole time.
But
I'd like to apologize to people I yelled at because it wasn't only you. It was a bunch of people, and any disclaimers. I never had sexually with women that said I did, and please I didn't.
I've never been that mad. I mean, I can get mad a lot, but when I rewatched the footage, I really couldn't believe how just petty it was. Like there are people in the crowd that literally came up to the front that told me after it was over, they still couldn't hear it because of how loud it was.
You know, it's funny. Like people that I don't usually talk to at work and stuff like that come up to me. They were like, "We were trying to listen. We could barely hear you. We really liked your jokes because we had to move all the way from where they were sitting to just stand in front of me. Like they were literally like
a foot or two away.
Yeah, and they to hear me. My family heard me. It was fun. I still had a good time.
I did too.
I'm not bitching. People.
You made it great so that so many people showed up that the owner wants to do it at least once a month. He's really into it. But the problem is, I don't want to do it if I can't do my jokes. That's the whole point of it.
We had you, not we.
Yeah.
You had people come up here from out of town
Yeah.
that really wanted to do it. That really wanted to do a good show, and they did. And they were funny. I could hear them because I was there. Me and Randy stood as close as we possibly could to the stage, and they were funny. Like Fish. Fish was great.
Fish is great. He's always.
You're the new guy we got.
Mikey G.
Mikey G.
Mikey G's jokes.
They were hilarious. I was listening to him and I could barely hear him, and I wanted to listen to him. You know what I mean? I wasn't talking to other people. I was trying to listen to him. But man, you can clearly hear on the video other people having like these conversations, and then would chime in and yell at you when you told a joke.
It's like they didn't understand the concept, and I don't get it. Like, you've never seen a show on TV before? Like, you've never once seen an episode of Seinfeld where it opens and though people aren't yelling back at Jerry, they're listening to what Jerry says, they laugh, and they stop and go, oh, what else is he going to say?
But I mean, in people's defense, we posted it, we had it at a bar, we went on at fucking 10 o'clock at night, we started this at 7,
We did.
People were drunk.
But I don't think people are drunk should ever get to be an excuse when they clearly knew what they were coming to see. It wasn't like I said, hey guys, why don't you come in and join the giant festival where we're all going to yell and have a good time. That wasn't it. It was a comedy show set up the way that a comedy show runs, where you may have a conversation, then an act comes on and you're quiet, then you go back to your conversation and an act comes on and you're quiet. And if you didn't want to do that, you wanted to go dancing, like clearly half the people from our work wanted to do, then you should have fucking went dancing.
Well, some of those people only get out every once in a while. When they did, they went balls out.
I'm not talking about those people because I've already discussed. I'm talking about the people that they weren't there for the comedy. They could tell me they were. Like,
oh, they weren't.
You know, some like the one chick that got canned from our place. It was like that used to work on my team. I won't say her name. Bigger girl that was dancing after the.
I don't even remember.
She was anyway. This chick that worked on my team, she was dancing all over after. But she was like, "Oh, I'm coming for the comedy." She wasn't there for the comedy. She was there for the fucking.
Oh yeah. No, I remember now. I know what you're talking about the narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy chick. Yeah.
We should come up with code words.
And so I just want to say again,
big nipples.
Yet again, if you want to come for the comedy night, great. If not, the following Friday they're doing karaoke. You can go up there and sing yourself and dance and fucking do whatever you want. But either way, you know, it'll be Friday, January 23rd. We're going to give it one more shot. I'll get all the rest of the deets out as soon as I get them. I've got already a list of people that are wanting to join up, so things were fun the last time for people. So
it'll be a good time.
It'll be a good time.
We tell half-ass jokes.
I will not hesitate to let that guy know if you're being disruptive that your ass can hit the door. That's all I want to say.
You know, it kind of speaks to us that we had that kind of pool that we could bring that many people. Because I guarantee you about 100 people.
Yeah, he said that at one point they did a tally. It was 150 people in there at one point. It was almost to capacity that night.
So promotion worked a little bit.
It did. But we won't be promoting at Ghetto Land, our work.
I'm going to preface this because some of the people work are just fine. They do what
I don't know if anybody even watches this from work, but if they do, the people that know us and talk to us on a regular basis weren't the problem. That wasn't the problem.
No.
The problem were the people that I had talked to once or twice in my life that showed up, and they fucking were disruptive and loud.
You know what's funny about it? It's like when we got back to work that Monday, they're like, man, you were so hilarious. No, I saw you. You didn't hear one thing I said.
Yeah, that's one person came up and was like, you were so funny. And I went, how'd you hear that through your conversation? Because I was on stage looking right in your direction. So, it's fine. Well, we're going to do it one more time there. And if it happens again, that'll be that. I won't be doing it again there. I will wait until some place that actually has a comedy night that has established people already that are like, oh, these people come for comedy nights. Then I will do that.
We're still working on a comedy night that we want to get together that we control. That it's us.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Ray here knows a bunch of people that get us the gigs that help us get this through this, but it's hard to get bars to let us do the things we want to do. We drop off cards and do things. Yeah. Unfortunately, they just don't want to get back to us.
And they want to have control over it. Like, a lot of people are like, Randy, why don't you go down to the Short North? They're doing shit like this all the time. The problem is, in the Short North, they want to give you 5 to 7 minutes. They want to dictate to you what you can and can't say. It's just we want to be in control of that. And it sounds a little shitty, but I've done it for a while now. my first gig was at a place like that called the Surly Girl Saloon, and there were 25 people that showed up doing 5 to 7 minute bits. It was just too much. It wasn't enough time to let somebody gestate and have their moment. And you know, mine didn't go that well, you know, right? But that was my first time. But at the same time, it just didn't seem like their platform was enough. It seemed like to me that, and I tell the new people that are working with us to do 5 to 7 minutes, but it's always ended up being 10. And so I think 10 is a nice round number, and it's 10 minutes for each act, and then the seasoned people can do 10 to 20.
Yeah.
And that works out. To me, it makes more sense. But bars don't, they want to try to dictate to you what you can and can't do. Even Sloopy's has their, I won't do this thing, like I suggested that we should do a cover charge kind of, and the owner didn't want to do that because he didn't want to ostracize anybody that's a regular in there, and I get that. But see, even a bar like that still has a thing where they're like, oh, we're not going to let you do everything you want to do. But at least they're letting us do our act. You know, they're letting us go, you guys get to pick and choose who's going to be here, whatever. We trust you in that respect. So I'm cool with, and I'll always do, and you know, I've never had anything but good rapport with the Sleepy's people. Even the bartenders love us because they make money on those nights.
Right.
And you know, so at least they let us do our thing. But if it gets out of hand, it's not even fun for me. Like the last time, I had a good time when it was just us talking. You know, our little group of comedians and some people from work saying hi. But once it got out of control, I lost all my fun. Like it was gone. The minute
it turned into work.
Yeah, it did. It turned into work. And the minute the show was over, I packed all my shit up and I was ready to bounce. And I left an hour after.
I didn't. I stayed there and kept drinking.
Yeah.
And then I went to another bar.
Yeah.
It turned into a whole big old thing.
Right. But anyways, favorite Christmas songs. Let's get back to
no segue. We're just going to go right into that bit.
I forgot we were talking about.
It's like jam it right in there.
We will give you more details on the show.
Favorite Christmas song of all time?
Yeah, favorite Christmas song.
Anything that Jeff Foxworthy sings. No, I'm just joking. Blue Christmas by Elvis. Is that sad that I say Blue Christmas?
Blue Christmas is funny. I like it. With the well, we got a special guest. Hey, Jake.
Hey, what's up?
We're almost done.
All right.
But
Blue Christmas.
Yeah.
How fucked up are you when your favorite Christmas song is Blue Christmas?
That's pretty fucked up.
Right.
I'd say my favorite Christmas song, man, is "Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer." I think that would be. That's probably it. Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
My favorite Christmas song, my second favorite Christmas song, is My Grandpa Got Caught at a Whorehouse. That's really not a Christmas song.
That's a good.
Really just what happened on Christmas one year. Turned out that that's what happened. Therapy helps out people a lot of times.
Was it still recording?
It's got like 15 hours of battery.
Well, I mean, sometimes it shuts itself off. I don't know why.
Can we edit that out?
Yeah.
And this right here.
It's got 15 hours of battery life. It's amazing.
That song, it's.
Yeah.
I just made that song up, but it was his blindside Christmas.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. It makes me laugh every time I hear it. I don't remember the guy's name that sings it. He was this Southern comedian guy. I always forget his name, but he's really funny.
Maybe you should come up with a new Christmas song. Maybe that's the thing.
I should.
We should. We should just sit down and write it out. Or a sock puppet thing.
How about a Christmas song for Christians? Jews murdered Jesus, pa-rum-pa-pum pum.
Then they put us in the arena, made lions eat us.
Pum pum, rum-pum-pum-pum.
That's all I have.
They burned our villages, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum.
So now we kill Muslims, rum-pa-pum-pum.
Which is kind of weird. It was the Jews.
See? That was pretty good.
There's more to this, I think.
Rum-pa-pum-pum. Think I have to poop.
The Christians uprose, yes they did.
Rum-pa-pum-pum.
They burned the other people's houses down. Rum-pa-pum-pum.
And then Hitler came. Something about Hitler.
Yet, not yet, Jeff.
Not yet.
They got together in the streets and said, no more knowledge, no more knowledge, no more knowledge.
You're gonna get crucified for this, you realize that, right?
They crucified a whole bunch of people to make their point.
God Goddamn Romans.
They put their heads on sticks and said, "You better join." Now every year we get together with our families and kin, families and kin, families and kin, to celebrate the bloodshed.
We kind of went off the rails there.
Me and my drums.
Get a
This has
drum.
been the Ray Christmas special. There's too much shit going on. We quit. Have a good night.
We're out. I think my nipples are shaped.
Mine always are.
Now listen to the government lie.
A lot of corruption going on there.
Can't find a job anywhere. It's ridiculous. Time races on like the wind, and all and over it will begin.